Hey, my name is Ryan, also known as Skywolf, and we are joined with our regular.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy DJ Pink Shoelace.
Woo! And we are joined with a new interview and a potential regular, the one, the man, the myth, the legend.
My name is Yanni, also known as Shogunat Sashimi or Sashimi Shogun or whatever you'd like to call me.
Before we get started and I explain the topic, is it okay if I call you Shogun?
Go for it.
Awesome. Let's go. Thank you. All right. So today we will have three different topics. We'll start off with your topic, anime. We'll move on to games and then masks because this is our podcast. We can do that.
Yes.
So tell us. Wait. You're a non-anime person, right? DJ Pink Shoelace.
We could ask him the questions anyway and see. Maybe he'll have some kind of answer with limited information he knows. I mean, you've seen something, right? Some stuff.
The only knowledge I have of anime is when just the titles of them.
Oh. But you've seen Rick and Morty, right?
It's not an anime.
That's
I
not
mean,
an
like
anime,
it's
though.
still a show.
It's
I mean,
animated, but it's not an anime.
but it's still a show.
For something to be anime, it has to be either Japanese or Korean or.
I don't think that's
or
true.
it has to have that kind of style. I think it's I don't know. It's kind of vague.
Anime is like drawing.
Also, I want to address something real quick. Actually, I've been watching these episodes, and I just want to mention one thing from a previous episode. So the very controversial, not controversial really, but the widely debated subject of sub versus dub came out, and you said something along the lines of sub is kind of trash. Watch dub, and you explained why, and that is it's kind of hard to keep at it, like to concentrate. I will say this. I'm not going to say either one of them is trash or anything like that. I mean, to each their own. Personally, I like sub. But, okay, you got probably a good point. So, sub is a little complicated to understand. But the thing is, the risk, though, with watching dub is that sometimes the dubs can sound very cheesy and very over the top and kind of weird and lame. And it feels, to some at least, like it seems much more like better in its native tongue. That's just what some people can argue, but at the same time, it's definitely a plus to be like reading it, to be listening and not reading all the time.
True.
So that's my take on it.
True. I mean, like, first off, it's your opinion. Thank you for showing that because you are also our number one fan.
Yes, of all things anime.
But yeah. You wait. So is that why most of the anime I watch kind of seem a little corny and weird?
Yes, that is why. In normally in Japanese, like it's a completely different performance. Like it just sounds different. Like particularly like in JoJo. Like I watched the dub recently. It was something like. Like I feel weird about the, but okay, in Japanese it sounds something more like if they're doing an attack, for example, it'll sound like maybe it doesn't seem much better, but like I don't know, turquoise blue like overdrive or something. I don't know. And then in English it's like turquoise blue overdrive, and it's just weird, and it just comes off weird. I don't know. It's weird though. Just pronouncing Japanese words in an English tongue and the tone's kind of weird. It's just. It's a different experience. To each their own.
I might start watching sub now.
You could like I would recommend maybe just like listening to like a dubbed part and then listening to the subbed part and hearing what you prefer.
Okay.
But that's my take on it.
Omaeru Sinderu.
Nani? Anyway, so what's our question?
So I wanna start with you, newest member. What is your favorite anime?
That
You
would
can only
be
pick one.
That would be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
It was actually on the topic of JoJo. It was actually recommended to me, and I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Mainly because I have to rewatch some old movies. And I'm waiting for Demon Slayer season 2, but it's not out in dubbed yet. So, but I might watch it subbed because there's like only like on the site I use. There's only like 9 out of like 12, I think. I don't know. So.
All right.
Well, anyways.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I will say one thing though. everybody who watches JoJo agrees that part 1 is kind of slow and not that great and kind of hard. That's kind of why it's hard to get into. But once you just like pass the like that first part and get into part 2, that's when the show actually starts picking up and people are usually convinced.
Yep.
But if you're not convinced by part 2, maybe it's not for you. But it does get drastically different, though. It definitely changes later on.
This reminds me of Naruto. Like, in my personal opinion, Naruto, the first part, even if you took out all the fillers, it's mostly garbage. I like the war arc, because that's when a lot of stuff happens, and then that's when it's like the plot thickens. There's actual plot,
Not just filler.
yeah,
Not just that fat.
exactly. And aside from like the 3 long episodes of flashbacks of Hagoromo and Hashirama and Madara, aside from all that, it's great.
That's cool.
But the flashbacks are necessary for the plot.
Yeah, that's kind of like with JoJo, too. Like, their thing, though, is that the creator of JoJo, at that time, like, in part 1 was, like, I think it came out during, like, the 80s or so. And he was still getting into, like, manga writing and all that stuff. He was very new to it, and that very much showed in his writing. Like, there were a lot of things that, like, he was very weak at some areas, narratively or with characters. But as he, like, put out more stuff and got to part 2 and part 3 and so on, he started to develop more of his own style, and he began to grow as, like, an artist, too. And that's why even the style, everything just changes very drastically. Like, for example, part 1 to 2 was mainly about, like, Hamon, that's like the power system they had, and like fighting zombies and stuff like that, and like the undead. But then by part 3, he took this whole concept and like spun it on its head. He just completely dissed all that. He tossed away like that whole concept, the whole undead thing, like most of the characters, and opted for something entirely new, and that ended up being his trademark. By part 3, he had completely like figured out what he wanted to do, and then part 4 is his like masterpiece.
Oh,
And then
okay.
so on, it begins to evolve even more, and like so on and so forth.
Wait. While you're talking, I remembered something. You've seen Naruto, right?
Yes, up until the Madara arc.
Okay. But you should still know what I'm talking about. Now, no offense, and this has nothing to do with DJ Pink Shoelace. But there's a character, and I'm not gonna tell you its name because I don't wanna. It's gonna be obvious if I say the gender. I'm not gonna tell you its name. I'm gonna give you its nickname. All right. Now, I want you to try and guess, Mr. Shogun, who this character is.
Okay.
With
It's been a while, but I'll try to remember.
it's an infamous nickname. You ready? Pink Trash.
Pink Trash. I don't actually know this one.
What?
It's been a long time since I've seen Naruto. Pink Trash. I don't know why, but I was thinking either Pain or Toby.
None of them are pink.
Pink Trash. Pink Trash. Oh, Sakura.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not a very good person, I find.
Yeah.
I don't really like her.
Just for some background knowledge, Mr. DJ Pink Shoelace, Sakura, also known as Pink Trash, in the entirety of Naruto, the first part, she quote unquote did nothing, basically. This is my opinion, of course, but she was very useless. Everyone who's seen Naruto is like, why is she here? She's just useless. She's just in like a waste of space. Like, she gets slightly more useful in like Shippuden.
Shippuden, yeah.
Yeah, Shippuden. My bad. And she helps with the Otsutsuki arc, which spoiler alert.
Oh, Akatsuki?
No, not Akatsuki. Otsutsuki at the end.
Okay.
Very end.
Okay.
But it's like one thing. It's just one punch.
Yeah, I just do not like her character though. Like especially in Naruto, not Shippuden, but Naruto, she was kind of scummy.
Yeah.
Like there was that whole scene where she was dissing Naruto and saying how he's this loser kid and he only cares about Sasuke and broke little man's heart. I'm like, yo, how is this a main character? She's so unlikable in the beginning.
Wait.
But
Pink.
that's
Wait, hold on. Pink Shoelace. Get this. So there's a scene in Naruto. I think it's Shippuden. And so Sakura, Pink Trash, makes fun of makes fun of an orphan.
An orphan.
Yeah, an orphan makes fun of an
I
orphan
remember this.
to an orphan. Like,
Oh man, dude, she's just a kind of a trash human being. I don't know at times. That's a hot topic. But
Yeah.
most importantly, we've been kind of nerding out for a while. I want to hear Pink Shoelace's opinion on this. So you know nothing, but like, what's tell us about like what you think of Naruto from your surface level like knowledge, like from the outsider's perspective. What do you know about Naruto, and what is your perspective on it?
Naruto.
you said Naruto.
Naruto,
Naruto.
Uzumaki,
To me, I think of it
Azumaki.
is like, oh, it's just like a show that people watch.
Oh.
It's cool. The first time I've ever heard about Naruto, I was watching Comedy Shorts Gamer, and he was talking something about Naruto. And the reason why I say it's Naruto is because in the British accent they pronounce it that way.
Well, in my opinion, I don't recommend Naruto. If you let's say by fluke you decide to watch anime, I don't recommend starting with Naruto. It's just way too long. You gotta start off with something short.
One Piece.
No, One Piece is like what 1,009 episodes.
Yes, and I've seen every single one of them and the chapters of the manga. I think they're in the in the manga at least 1,300 something
Wow,
chapters.
Look at
Or
you.
was it 30 something?
I respect you, Mr. Shogun.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I've seen a lot of anime. Less so nowadays, but more or less when I was a kid. I kind of grew up on that stuff.
Oh, well,
I-
Wait,
One more
hold on,
thing, though.
I have a question about anime.
oh yes, ask
Anime
away.
question?
Do you know Astro le Petit Robot?
That does not sound like an anime.
Astro. Do you mean Astro Boy?
Oh, Astro Boy, I've seen
the
that movie.
robot that is like apparently he's a boy.
Yeah, Astro
Yes,
Boy.
Astro
In
Boy.
English, it's Astro Boy.
I saw that when I was a kid. Oh,
I
good
watched
movie.
it on like on Teletoon or something in French, and it was Astro le Petit Robot, and it was just like basically like a utopian world where like everyone is a robot.
Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty good movie. I saw it when I was younger.
And I the only plot hole of that movie is like, so Astro, he's a robot, and
Yeah.
why does a robot feel hungry and tired and all that kind of stuff?
That is wow.
Was he? Maybe he's like a cyborg. You think, or is he just pure?
No,
Oh, no,
robot?
it's because he was
literally a
made from-
robot.
He was made with human DNA. That's probably why. 'Cause, like,
Nasty.
to like give all the memories and stuff.
Okay, but from human DNA, I mean, I don't know if I can
okay.
synthesize the feeling of
Well-
hunger. So technically, Astro Boy was your first anime, your first exposure to anime.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Or-
Yeah,
Is
and
that anime?
the only reason I watched it is because it was the only thing to watch on TV.
Oh,
There was nothing else to watch, and I was a little kid. I liked it because it was cartoon.
Astro Boy.
Anyways, wow, I can't believe. Oh, okay, but that's a good movie in my opinion. At
I've
least
never
well,
even
in-
seen Astro. I know nothing about it other than I think Astro Boy's a little broken. I think he's a little nuts with his abilities. I could be wrong though. I think he's done some like Superman level stuff. Who knows? My knowledge of Astro Boy is very limited. Anyway, on to the next question.
Yes. Actually, I have one more question before we move on to our song.
Go for it.
What is your favorite character?
Favorite anime character?
Yes. In like all your animes. So like, tell us the anime.
I
that that
think it
character's from.
might be. I mentioned this in a previous podcast actually, but I can skim over it quickly.
Oh.
I think that might be Gyro Zappelli.
Which anime is he from?
So he is from the 7th part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's this like very like cocky, flamboyant like horseback racer. Like he's a cowboy from the 1800s, and like he like the way he walks, the way he talks, is like he's constantly looking down on other people. Like he's like like he just knows he's the best.
He's
and like
the big shot.
he's like the big Chad. Yeah, like there's one scene which I think describes his character very well. They initially used 18 plus language, but I'll keep it PG. Like there's this one scene where there's a dude who's going up like to try and pass Gyro, and he tells him, "Hey, freak, yo, I'm telling you, the second I pass by you, you're never gonna take the lead. I'm gonna destroy you." And he just looks up, he turns around, he says, I'm sorry. Are you looking into my back? I mean, are you talking to my back? Because I can't speak with my back. And then he flashes this golden teeth smile, and then he just races like past him. Like his whole teeth. It's funny too. Like because he's so arrogant. His last name is Zappelli, and he has golden teeth with the letters saying "Go Go Zappelli."
Wow.
He's like a really flashy, like know-it-all, arrogant type character. He's really cool,
Okay. Wow. That's interesting.
and he's got a really interesting ability. But it's like a conversation for a whole nother day.
All right. Well,
So-
with that, we will now play our first song of the podcast.
Perfect.
We will be playing We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto, a Disney movie that recently came out. I've seen it.
Let's hope we don't get copyright striked.
No, I don't think we can, because this is a
Official Disney song.
No,
Let's- don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Probably. Let's go for it. We're a small time podcast crew. They won't go after us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, how much can they release this for?
Yeah, what do they want? Our pocket coins, our couch doubloons, our dust bunnies.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they can take our dust bunnies. That's
Oh,
fine.
not my dust bunnies. Not Ernesto, please.
All right, we don't talk about Bruno, from Encanto.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah. Can we cut this out?
Also, you have to meet all of them. I need all of them.
We are back. Wait, you know what? Everyone get ready.
Yes, we are back.
Where do I plug
Yeah, there's
Behind his bag, yeah.
over there. Yeah. So we just had a bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. We can snip the part out. All is well.
Oh, here, I'll
So,
turn
yeah.
on the light from here.
That was We Don't Talk About Bruno from the movie Encanto. Very popular choice.
Are we going to have to, like...
Snippet that out? Yeah, we'll do that. Don't worry about it.
But I don't think the song even finished.
I think it. Yeah. If it played to the next song, I'm
Well,
sure it finished.
Well, I think it's because I picked it up. Because at the end of the song, it goes, I shouldn't have talked about Bruno. Why did I bring up Bruno?
It could have been
I'll delete the whole thing and then I'll just put it in.
Okay,
Perfect.
you can do that?
Yeah.
lovely.
okay.
Thank you. You're saving our podcast.
Future DJ Pink Shoelace, please cut this out. We will be resuming in...
Future DJ Pink Shoelace, hello, remember me? It was me from a couple of days ago. Hello.
Okay, we'll be resuming in 3, 2... Welcome back, everybody!
Wait, actually, one more thing.
Oh.
That sounded stupid, but it's actually important because when you're editing this, you're gonna see this one jump up in the audio. That's when you know where to snippet that part.
Okay, I'll screech and...
Yeah, just screech and it'll be done.
Welcome back, everybody! That was We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto, the new Disney movie that came out in
Yes.
2022.
I'm sure you guys haven't heard it enough. You haven't replayed it at least 100 times already.
We
but
don't talk
here's a-
about Bruno. No. I'm sorry.
You get to hear it one more time.
Yeah, just one more.
So you asked me this question, and I'm kind of curious to throw back the question. But first, I want to hear what Pink Shoelace has to say. So with your limited knowledge of anime, who would you say is your favorite character?
Of anime?
Yes.
I don't know any characters. I would say the only character that I know, and it's a crazy story why I know that character, I would say Happy the Cat
Happy
from
the
Fairy Tail.
Oh, Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tale. I've seen that too.
The,
Happy the Cat.
The blue cat, his name is Happy the Cat.
Yeah, and he has wings. White wings. Yeah.
And
He's a winged cat?
He has wings, apparently.
Yeah, it's a transformation magic. Or whatever.
And the reason why this is my favorite character is not only because it's the only character that I know, is because the year was, I would say 2015 or 2014 or something like that. I was a little kid playing Minecraft, and I wanted to have a Minecraft skin, so I go to minecraftskins.com and I see like a blue cat, and it says Happy the Cat. I'm like, wow, that's cool. So I make that as my skin. And sometime later, I'm like, you know what? This is now gonna be my official skin of Minecraft.
Wow.
I'm gonna name him Happy the Cat. Until I realize that Happy the Cat is actually a real character, and for me to steal this character, it would be stealing from like an anime or something. So that's how I figured it out, and then I changed the brand. I turned him into like a pirate. So
Okay.
I renamed his name to Blue. So like Blue, the pirate cat. And then recently I changed his name completely to Blazule.
Blazule. I like that. I like that.
Let's hope the anime corporation doesn't get a hold of us.
Yeah. Let's hope we're in the
So
clear.
I'm kind of curious now, though. So do you still use that skin today?
I have a different skin of like a different character, but in the same lore.
Oh,
His name is Pinky Bon.
Pinky Bon. Interesting.
Okay.
So next question, or no, we didn't answer it.
Wait.
For you. So
Oh.
who's your favorite anime character?
Well, my favorite anime is Naruto, so his character comes from Naruto. And it's not Naruto himself or Sasuke himself or Kakashi. It is
Toby.
that's my second favorite. but not like the not Obito, the person. Oh, spoiler alert. The person
Don't worry about it. I get what you mean.
okay. It's not the person pretending to be Toby. It's just Toby.
Got you. The
Toby character.
surface Toby.
Mm-hmm. But my first favorite character, my most favorite, is Kurama, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, sealed within the great Naruto, born with so much power
Wait, which
and
one?
privilege.
Which
Oh, you're
the
not.
the nine-tailed one?
Yeah, you're not at that part, are you? The Nine-Tails. His real name is Kurama.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
correct.
Okay, hello.
Yeah,
We're gonna cut this out, okay? It's kind of pissing me off, but when you're doing this, we can hear everything.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm adjusting my mic.
Okay, we're back.
I'll leave it alone.
Okay, we're back.
That wasn't probably high enough. I got you.
Yeah. So. All right, and we are back. So just I'll let you know what that was about. I was just getting chewed out a little for getting a little too handsy with my mic. I'll keep my hands to myself because I know everyone can hear that apparently. So yeah.
never
So
mind. I was gonna say
Kurama, the nine-tailed fox.
yes, that is my number one favorite character.
Okay.
Shocking.
So who is the next favorite? The next question.
Well, we're moving to a whole different topic now.
Wait, wasn't there one more question? I recall about favorite anime power systems.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember the notes quite well.
Oh, I do not, because my notebook is over there, not in my hands.
Yeah.
Because it was making a noise. I didn't like it. Anyways, what is your favorite anime power system?
It's kind of tied between two things right now. There's stands and the spin. So you know what a stand is, correct?
Nope.
Oh, well, from JoJo. It's those floating ghost punchy things from JoJo.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you get the gist. It's like these ghosts that you can control as a second body, and they all look differently. They all have different abilities and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And they can be really cool. But I think, honestly, my favorite could be the spin, which is so cool. So I'm not going to try and give two away, but in Part 7, they introduce an entirely new power system. And it's actually just based around math and the science of rotation.
Okay.
So, for example, it gets wild. So there's this one dude whose weapon is this steel ball. It's gyro. And the power system he uses is called spin. The surface level of information of spin is that you spin an object and it spins. Okay?
Wow.
And actually, when an object is spinning, it increases its destruction, the force of destruction. It becomes more powerful and it could break things more easily. But with that spin, you can actually do a lot of other wacky things. For example, with his ability, he can spin his whole body and like wring out his body and make him really hard so that I mean, it's a weird anime logic, but he can harden his body to like for defense. He can wring out all the liquid in his body if he wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it does have some uses. But more importantly, there's this. It's a mathematical equation or something. It's known as the golden ratio. It's this perfect, like it's a perfect. How do I even describe this? It's like a measurement or something, and it's a thing that can be found all across nature. Like plants and sometimes animals can be made with this perfect like ratio, but it has a second twist to it. So it also represents infinity. If you draw the golden ratio on a piece of paper, it represents an infinite spiral. So if you were to spin an object using the golden rotation or the golden ratio or whatever you call it, theoretically, you have access to infinite rotational energy in your hand. And what you can do with that energy is nuts. You can break dimensional walls, you can create fourth dimensional attacks. You can like it's the empower of infinity, baby. You can
Wow.
do some nutty things with it. So it's all mathematical, rotation, science, dimensions, and it gets. You're gonna
Damn.
if you see it, like you'll get there if you decide to watch it.
Okay, I might.
But it's one simple math concept that just gets like brought to an insane level, and that's what the spin is.
Interesting. Okay. Damn. Well, my favorite power system is chakra because my favorite anime is Naruto. So, and it's kind of the only one I know. But yeah. There's not much to say about chakra. It's just basically energy that you're born with. So you could be born with a lot of chakra or very little. Like a character, his name is Rock Lee. He's born with very little to none chakra. Yeah.
What about you, Shoelace? Do you know of any kind of power system or what a power system is?
Biomutant.
That's not a that's a video game, which is a great time to bring into our next topic.
Yes.
Unless
Favorite video games. Finally,
Yes.
Pink Shoelace, you have a topic you can talk about.
Yes, finally I can talk.
Yes.
Yes.
Here I'll
Okay.
set the stage for you. What is your favorite video game?
and
My
why?
favorite video game of all time?
Yes.
Minecraft.
Actually, wait. I'd like to edit this question slightly.
Why? What?
No, I'll explain. So, how about we give two answers? So one would be your favorite game, like by playability, the way like you just enjoy playing it, and favorite video game franchise.
Oh, those are two different answers.
Yes, I'll
I
let you
do not.
talk
Wait,
about-
hold on.
Okay.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, a video game that you like because like you just like the franchise. It looks cool. You like the story, like the characters.
Okay.
And then, like for example, RPG games is a good example of that. And then characters, games that you play that you like just because of the gameplay themselves. Like maybe they don't have that much story. You just enjoy playing that game.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would that be for you?
My favorite game to play is Minecraft because I can do whatever I want. Survival, creative, you name it, I can do that. And also I can play with my friends on Minecraft, which I have done. Shout out to Super Awesome Game Night every Friday.
Woo!
And that's my favorite game to play. I don't need to get into too much details because Minecraft is, I'm not even joking when I say this, is the most popular game ever. And technically I'm being a normie by liking the most popular game, but I've liked Minecraft since 2013, so that makes me a veteran. I was there before it was cool.
Got a special snowflake over here. We got a Minecraft veteran. Very
Yes.
Wow.
I've
A
been
master.
playing before cows were added.
Before cows were added, really.
Yes.
You must have had this one one thing I think about like keeps me up at night is like the first time you've encountered an Enderman in the game. That must have been nutty. Like you're
Yeah.
playing this little game, you're surviving, and then you just see this tall black figure. Do you have like a story about that? Your first time encountering the Enderman?
I don't have a first time encountering an Enderman because like I kind of like saw it in videos and whatnot. But I do have my first time encountering a creeper.
Oh, how is that?
It was like weird because I had like the Minecraft light. So like there was like no thing ever. And then me and my brother, we decided to get Minecraft. But then we decided to pirate the game. But like our method of piracy was download it from the App Store and then just turn off the computer. Turn off the phone, I mean. And then when you turn the phone on, you downloaded it for free. We were convinced that that was happening, but little did we know we were actually charging my mom's credit card. But we had Minecraft. And I didn't know what was in the game. I'm like, wow, there's apples from trees. And then I was playing the game, and then there's this green thing. I'm like, oh, what is this green thing? And then it explodes. And I didn't even know what it was. And then there was like a bone there. I'm like, oh, so when it explodes, it drops a bone, and that's how you get bones. And I was convinced. And I didn't even know how to mine. Like, I thought that the most powerful tool was the wooden sword.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know how to even craft a pickaxe.
Wow, to think that creepers used to drop bones.
And the reason why I thought that is because the creeper exploded next to a skeleton.
Oh.
So I thought that when the creeper exploded, he dropped bones when he exploded.
Oh my god. Well,
That would have been a sad way to go. That would have been kind of dark. It explodes and just drops bones.
damn.
So, what about your favorite franchise?
My favorite franchise, I'm going to have to say, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude, that was my answer too, actually. Wow. I'm very... That's amazing.
Damn.
Dude, we can both vibe on that. So tell us why.
Because first of all, the story is fun.
Oh, definitely.
The games are fun. And the lore is, like, very interesting. And also, it's very mysterious. So, like, there is lore. But the thing is, the lore is made up by the community based on their experience with the game. And it's not actually like the Scott Cawthon saying, yeah, here's the story of the game. Like, you have to figure out the story on your own.
Yeah.
Good
That's
to know.
cool.
Thank you. So that's my favorite game franchise. And also because of the memes. I specifically like the meme where, like, the dude beatboxing.
Oh, that dude.
Har, 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 har. Like,
Yeah,
I
dude.
like that meme. And a bunch of other memes like, Gregory, do you see that vent? You have to be sus.
Oh, I love the ones, I can't say them exactly because they're swears, but like when Glamrock Freddy is just like putting the kid down, just like, yeah, great job, buddy. Look what you did. Like terrible job, super jerk. I thought that was funny.
Like,
He's like, I'm only
everything-
12. Please stop bullying me.
The only thing I don't like about the community,
Oh boy.
like, I love the franchise and everything about it, but the community is kind of a bit toxic sometimes.
Definitely.
And toxic to the point that the Scott Cawthon person has to quit his job because people were sending him threats
Wow.
just because he has a different political view. Which I
Wow.
think is...
Yeah, I heard about that. That was nuts. And it was kind of funny though. He gave such a Chad response. He's like, oh, like he basically said like, he didn't say this, but like, oh, okay, so you guys don't like me and you're bashing me for my political views. I don't care. Fine, all right. I'm just gonna, separate myself from the series and go in my millions of dollars and my wife and kids and have a family. See ya.
Wow.
Yeah, cry about it, buddy. Write in your diary as I'm off living the best life, bruh. He just kind of like faded out after that, but that was
God
kind of funny.
damn.
In the end, the only one who lose here are the people complaining and losing their temper over something so insignificant. But
Insignificance.
What about you, Skywolf? What is your favorite
Yeah.
game and what is your favorite franchise?
My favorite game to play is, just like you, Pink Shoeless, DJ Pink Shoeless. It's also Minecraft, but I'm not a fan of single player. It gets kind of boring. So I like more to play with friends and all that. Like on our server. Shout out to Game Night. Every Friday, and yeah. So I'm more of a with people kind of guy. I'm a solo lone wolf. Ironically, the Great Skywolf is not a lone wolf.
The great Skywolf needs his pack of wolves.
Yes. My pack of wolves, my fellow pack, is ever growing, and I like my pack. I like to hang out with my pack. My pack is cool. But yeah, I like Minecraft because it's a great way to build friendships, build houses with your friends.
Also
Definitely.
lose friendships in our case.
Oh yeah.
God. You lose a lot.
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, we lost a friend over
Oh,
Or some
that guy.
Minecraft.
Is it that guy?
yeah.
Unfortunate. We'll out him, but very unfortunate.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. Anyways, my favorite franchise. My favorite franchise. I do not have one, I don't think. Because I don't have any franchise games. All I have is like Among Us, People Playground. I don't play CSGO anymore, but I have it. Among Us.
Mongoose.
I have tasks to do, so I don't want to rush you guys.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's
Do
cool.
what you need to do.
Oh, where are you leaving her? Oh, oops.
I have to do it in here. Not to.
Oh, sorry about that. We're almost done. We'll just wrap
Yeah.
up our video game thing,
I
and
don't want to rush you.
it's okay, dude. Don't worry.
I thought.
We'll wrap it up soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to seem rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is awkward. Okay.
So you don't have a favorite video game franchise?
No, not really. The games I do like are just Minecraft and Biomutant.
Cool. Well, my favorite video game franchise, as you know, Five Nights at Freddy's definitely.
FNAF.
As Pink Chalet's pointed out, the story's amazing. But also, I love just the horror aspect of it, really. Like, these haunted, broken down, metallic, like, evil-looking animatronics just, like, slowly limping to life and walking around. I find it so creepy and cool, the way they, like, all clunky. And I just love that concept so much, that horror concept. And also, another thing I'm really deeply invested in, too, is just, like, I love the voice acting. Like, there was this one game where they all got voices, and I'm not only a fan of horror, but I'm a fan of, like, really good voice acting in video games. That, like, really gets my attention. And, like, the voice acting in Five Nights at Freddy's, it was insane. Like, some of my, like, honorable mentions of my favorites would be, like, the Mangle got a really cool voice, the puppet. But my number one favorite voice would be Nightmare Fredbear. He just sounds so horrifying. It's amazing. And what's his name? Rockstar Bonnie sounds like pure nightmare fuel. God, it's terrifying. And as for my favorite video game that I like to play, that would be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I've been playing it for almost a decade now, actually, since Brawl. And I just love it. I love the competitive scene. I've been playing for a long time. It feels good on my hands. I like to just, like, destroy people and combo on them endlessly.
You got a
Greatest
taste of the power. You can no longer let go. You want more.
Yes, especially when I'm like a giant 800-pound gorilla just going ham on someone. Just like grabbing them and throwing them and hitting them. It's very satisfying.
Get out my way, boy.
It's very satisfying. So anyway, I guess that does that wrap up our show?
It does almost. We got we have some shout outs and our last song before we go.
Perfect.
So before we do our concluding voice and then play a song, do you guys have any shout outs?
Shout out to my mom.
Okay, how about you, Shogun?
Shout out to my good friend Effie, who could not be here today, unfortunately, who would have, but has other stuff going on. And that's about it. I'm complete with that.
Shout out to our newest member, Shogun. My old math teacher from last year, Mr. Graham, who was on our last podcast. And shout out to Mr. Alex because
Definitely.
he's cool. Yeah.
And he's what made this all possible. He got all the equipment here. He's in charge of the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And he's a great person to work with, honestly.
This has been Pink and Sky episode 4 with our newest member, Shogun.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Peace and love.
Peace out.